Bobbi Althoff, white girl from the podcast. She's getting a lot of slack lately. First, the Drake, where she goes to the Drake concert and she looks unamused, which I think is crazy. Also, there are rumors that she slept with Drake. I don't know if
She said those. Well, no, she said that her getting a divorce from her husband because of sleeping with Drake is untrue. She never just said her sleeping with Drake is untrue.
Yeah, because she did get a divorce from her husband, right? Yeah, she recently got a divorce from her husband. She also went to the Drake concert and made this little clip, and apparently this is also supposed to be funny. I don't.
Did he see it? Did he see it?
The fuck was that? That's crazy.
That sounded like that was somebody's room.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Shit kind of scared me. And then she went on Barstool Sports. Now, let's hear what she has to say on Barstool Sports. I don't like this.
And No Jumper. And No Jumper. She said the same thing on No Jumper, but go ahead.
White bitch is boring.
Oh my God. Are you making a lot of money yet?
I haven't actually seen any of the money. I'm waiting on like TikTok to give me any money right now because like people think I'm joking about being in debt. I'm not. Like I put every penny I had into this podcast.
Well, no offense, but like what? It doesn't look like an overly like huge production.
Like flights, everything. I've been just like, even to come here, I just spent like $2,000. Like that's money that I don't have yet. I put it on a credit card.
You're not paying for that anymore.
Yeah, I swear to God, I am.
That's coming
but people keep saying that. I'm like, who's gonna like? Can I don't want to. If anybody wants to pay for my flights, I will take it. I don't know where that's coming from.
William Morris goes, you paying for that? No?
For my flight,
Yes.
Jessica, you need to help me out with this. I don't know why I'm paying for my own flights over here.
Yeah, you can't pay for your flights.
You're beyond.
I sat economy on my own flight. I paid for me and my friend to come here.
Are you making a lot of money yet?
We fly economy over here. Are we doing it wrong?
Wait, that's the clip you're talking about?
Yeah, that was the clip I was talking about. I'll play the other clip, but are we doing
I
it wrong?
thought it was. I don't think we're doing. I mean, who flying us out? I'm about to say I thought we were doing it right.
Nah,
Cruz has got the thumbs up in the back. I mean, I thought we were doing it right. I mean, we're not flying out to do other people. I mean, I guess Holla should have flew me and Sage out the first Atlanta meetup, I guess, looking back in hindsight. But I mean, we're not flying out to do podcasts anywhere, so I don't know who would.
But why are we flying economy nowadays?
Y'all are flying economy. I'm not. I upgrade my seats every fucking time. Now, I did have to fly economy to Austin because I missed my flight. But if Cruz would have seen me on the plane, I would have been in first class. I don't fly economy no more.
I upgraded once. It was okay. I probably just stay back type shit.
Yeah, you're bugging. I'm going to Cali in November. Me and the fam flying first class. I don't do that economy shit no more.
This nigga Damo.
All right, my bad. First class Damo.
Hey, you do it once. I promise you, it's an experience. I'm not gonna lie to you. And plus, I'm a bigger guy, so I need more space. That's really what it is. At the very least, I'm flying comfort, but I need more space. Flying economy for me on any plane, my knees is in the seat. I hate being that big nigga next to somebody that's not big. So now I'm like my arms is in their chest type shit. It's an inconvenience for a lot of people.
What's the point? Never mind. We'll talk about that later. All right. Are you talking about the one where she was interviewing Lil Yachty and she said it was awkward?
Well, the one where on No Jumper and even on that shit with the David bum nigga, she was just talking about Lil Yachty was awkward. That's a clip I thought she was gonna play. That's what I was get cooked for.
My boat, yeah. But I walked into his house and it was super awkward because like he's really kind of awkward, and I've heard that going into it. But me with another awkward person is like, I think it's because you guys are awkward. Maybe that's why. But if you guys are awkward, you guys aren't. Because he was awkward. I walked into his house. He didn't even like say hi to me. So then I was like, said, let's go to the bathroom. So then we go to the bathroom and then we like get out. And then he's like, he's just sitting there with like his two assistants and he's not even acknowledging that I'm like in the room. And my camera guy's like setting up. I'm just sitting there like
skin
on
crawling.
my phone, like trying, and then he comes up, he's like, oh hi, gives me like a half hug, and I'm just like hi, then goes back to his spot, and I'm like, dude, I don't even want to do this. I'm texting my friend like, Ashley, I need to leave. This is so awkward. I don't want it. Like, what am I doing here? And then she's like, lean into this during the interview, like call it out. So then during our interview, I was able to be like, why did you do that? Like, why did you make me feel like that? Yeah. So it was actually it worked out by boat. Yeah. But I walked
over under 80 likes.
Huh?
Over under 80 likes. She said like a lot. I'm saying over.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what?
Huh.
Over. Definitely over. Let me say. One, even though I feel however I feel about her and her content, I've seen people grilling her about calling Lil Yachty awkward, seeing how her interview style is supposed to be the awkward interview style. I don't understand why so many people are upset that she pointed out that she believed Lil Yachty to be awkward. I see nothing wrong with that. People are saying, oh, she used the black, again, I'm just talking about what I've seen on my timeline. She used all these black community and all these black ahs, and now you're over here talking about them. All she said was initially meeting the nigga before they got on the show, the nigga's awkward. We've seen she talks normal. She has a normal speaking voice. She's not putting on a persona or a character when she's regularly talking. She just does that for the interview, which you can have your gripes about that, and I can feel however I want to feel about that alone. But being upset with her for pointing out Lil Yachty is awkward, I don't see the issue with that necessarily.
So it's time to get woke, Hey man. So she can put on the regular voice when it's for those people. But for people,
wait! Before you put your
on the same no,
stop before y'all put yourself in a bad corner and unleash this trap card.
Let's get the clip.
First of all, there's a clip of her talking.
She's racist.
All right. It just doesn't make sense to call her racist.
Trying to save it. She's racist.
I'm not trying to save it. I'm saying she's done interviews with white people. She's done interviews with white people with the awkward voice. So with the awkward shit.
She's sitting down with David Portnow, and she sounds like Valley Girl Barbie. Right.
And again, she's interviewed white people being awkward. She's done that. I don't understand.
She's over here. No.
Okay. Let's be oblivious. Let's not have all the information. Let's spread misinformation. Here we go. Let's spread misinformation like you hate doing. When it's evidence,
it's not misinformation. It's not misinformation.
Okay, all right. It's a quick
I use
search
Drake.
And you can see her.
We unfollow each other. All this, that, and the third. I use Yachty, etc., etc. But when I'm with David Portnow, oh my God, it's David Portnow. It's David Portnow. Same shit. Post Malone, Miley Cyrus, Justin Bieber. I don't know why we're rewarding this white mediocrity. I don't.
Stone's not fucking with her. I ain't gonna lie. The Stones are not fucking with it. Hey man, it's something. I'm seeing some quacks, seeing some waddles, but I ain't gonna. You want me to say it's Gal?
If we're gonna act like her not doing her show, and even though when she had, and I will say this, she has done other people's shows who have been white and Jewish and done the awkward shit as well. So again. The shit is out recently, by the way. The shit is out there. I'm just saying, yes, I do feel like it's whack as fuck that she turns it on and turns it off like that. That's weird as shit because everyone else that does the awkward interview style, they keep that shit going 24/7. They keep it up. They understand that is the niche. So they don't snap out of it. If you go on someone else's platform, they still do the awkward interview style. So I definitely have my issues with her picking and choosing when she does it. But I'm not about to be attached to motherfuckers calling her racist because when she interviewed Mark Cuban, which even if you want to say Mark Cuban isn't white, he's fucking Tanzanian or whatever the fuck you want to say. I don't know. But he did it when she interviewed Rick Glassman. When she interviewed Rick Glassman on her show, which is a white Jewish man, she did the awkward shit. When she went on Rick Glassman's podcast, who is a white Jewish man, she did the awkward shit. So this is not she does it with blacks and not with white things.
So she's anti-Semitic too. So she's anti-Semitic and she's racist, which doesn't surprise me.
Go ahead.
What I want to ask you, Damo, what I want to ask you is, all right, she's done the awkward shit to white people. Has she ever done her normal voice with black people? And you see what I'm saying? You see what the sirens are going off. They're coming from up here, Damo. They're coming from up here. Listen,
ladies and gentlemen. We got him.
I didn't think you were a milkman like this.
All I would ask is, let's see if she's done any black person's podcast, and if she has and hasn't done the non-awkward voice, I'm all on your side. But if she hasn't done a black person's podcast, then I don't know how we're going to compare it. That's all.
Podcast.
All right, this is what. Okay, y'all got.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You had all those white examples, but given the black ones, now it's getting tough, ain't it?
I didn't know this was Domino's bag.
I gave the black ones. Again, we're trolling. That's fine. Go ahead and get your bits off. It's fine.
Ain't no troll. I just didn't know this was your bag. I didn't know that because you said I don't know about the black catalog. Damo.
You triggered my trap card.
She's never done a black podcast. Why? Because she won't. Because she won't.
Omar, how many podcasts have she done since the Drake interview? How many people's podcasts has she been on since the Drake interview, Omar?
Listen, I don't know nothing about this little white girl. I don't care to know nothing.
So you don't know. So would it be fair would it be unfair for me would it be weird for me to say that she's literally just now starting to do other people's podcasts?
Yeah, man.
And even if you want to say, oh, she hasn't done any black person's podcast, has there been anybody that came out that said they invited her onto their podcast? Any black person invited her onto their podcast? Do we know if Lil Yachty interviewed her for his podcast?
He didn't.
A day after. Okay, so that's all I would ask. Again, if she's doing black podcasts or she's turning down black podcasts, whatever it is, I'm all on y'all side. I'm just saying, as a person who am pretty tapped into the awkward interview style. I've watched a ton of people who do that type of content, so I'm kind of tuned into it. She's relatively new to the space, and everyone was trying to call her crazy or racist for doing her regular voice on the David Poitier or wherever the fuck that bum ass nigga shit is. She also has interviewed Mark Cuban and did the awkward shit, and even without being on her podcast, she went on someone else's show and did the awkward interview shit. Now, you could say, for context, that is another awkward interviewee, another nigga that does the awkward interview shit. So you can just say it was for the sake of the content. That you can easily say that. And if it wasn't the person doing the awkward shit, she probably would use their regular voice. That's fine. But if we're going to call me a milkman or me saying yes, massa, because I'm not going to call her racist for not doing the awkward interview shit because it's a clear gimmick, then all right, y'all got it, nigga. Y'all just love the.
Let me present this to you. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 podcast episodes.
Okay.
Right. Well, really 7 because this Drake one is in here.
Okay.
2 of the 7 just so happen to be black podcasters that also have their own podcast. Now, they're in the same vicinity. They did her podcast, right?
Right.
She didn't turn around and do their podcast. However, there's this one white guy, before you snap, there's this one white guy, like I almost said Rick Glassman, white, milk guy, whitey. She did his podcast right after he did her podcast.
Not true. Just go ahead and let you know that's not true. He did her podcast, and she asked to do his, and he pushed her off until she blew up, and then he had her on. They literally talked about it. She called him out for it on this podcast because I watched Rick Glassman's podcast, so I've seen it. But she had him on. Then she asked to be on his, and he pushed her off for a bit until she blew up, and then got her on his. So it wasn't right after. And again, if Funny Marco wants to come out and say he asked her to do it and she said no, we can have a conversation. But I don't know if Funny Marco's going to do that. If you just said Yachty didn't interview her, if Yachty comes out and was like, nah, that Bobby bitch turned down doing an interview with me, but I did her show, then we have a conversation. But we don't know that. That's what the Carfax is out there. Cool.
When did you forsake black women?
Kanye said it. Racism's still alive. They just be concealing it, man. Racism's still alive. They just be concealing it.
Bang, 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 bang.
Shit's crazy.
Bang.